We think the players generally like him. Are we finding that out right now?
I think Dak loves him. I think there's a great relationship there. I think Dak loves all his guys. And looking at him there, Dak is a tremendous leader. He's done a great job. But I do think there might be a little bit of a disconnect between the defensive players and the defensive side of the ball and Jason Garrett. Like, just watching it, I feel like you never see him go over and engage those guys really at all, like outside of, the high five or something, the butt slap as they walk off the field. Like, that's really it. And they have these penalties, and that's something that it ultimately falls on the foot of the head coach, where you go up and say, hey, we can't have pre-snap penalties that are giving first downs. We can't have holdings and pass interferences down the line that are elongating these drives. We have to get these things cleaned up. And so it ultimately falls on the head coach, and sloppy play reflects sloppy coaching, or either that or the message just isn't getting through.
Yeah, I'll say this, Greeny. Quitting on a coach is kind of superfluous talk. You don't jog out on the field like, man, I'm quitting on Lewis. I'm not going to play for him today. I got too much other stuff to play for. My family, name on the back of my jersey, and my money. But to Bobby's point, you quit on your coach by not executing, by not paying attention to the details. That reads as quitting on your coach. But you don't actually, quit on your coach. As a player, that doesn't genuinely exist. What the Cowboys have quit on, what Bobby's alluding to, is the attention to details and the executing in the ball game. But no, there's no such thing as actually quitting on a coach. That's just like a media narrative we put out there.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. You don't go out on the football field and go, you know what, I don't like this coach. So what I'm doing, I'm going to blow this assignment. I'm just going to miss this task. But you know what it is? It's kind of like a subconscious thing that happens when you kind of feel like this black cloud coming over your organization and you know change is on the horizon. And you just kind of, it's almost like an attitude. It really is a mental thing. Yep. And tackling, Bobby, look, Acho, we know this. Tackling is about effort and attitude. And you just want to get people on the ground. You just do. And these guys right now, look, that's half, you know what? It's half A something. Yeah. That is what that is. And this, we have been banging on Jason Garrett. We've hit on the defensive side of the ball, Kellen Moore, John Kitna, Chris Richard, Rod Marinelli. But these players, look, the focus now, we're going to start narrowing it down on you. We're going to narrow it down on you. Drop passes, coaches don't coach drop passes. They don't coach neutral zone infractions. They don't coach mental errors. That is on players, and it is true. We have all heard it in locker rooms. Be a pro. I remember Clay Matthews back in the 90s when I was with the Cleveland Browns saying, I said, just give me some advice about how you have had this kind of longevity in the NFL. And he goes, I'll just tell you one thing. Be a pro. Always. And I was like, what does that mean? He goes, you'll figure it out. Just watch. And you know what? They're not being pros. And it's as simple as that.
Mitchell Trubisky wasn't struggling.
Right.
Mitchell Trubisky was the worst quarterback in the NFL. That's what the numbers said. How in the world did they get that quickly from that to this?
Look, getting Mitch in that headspace that he was in last year in the playoff game in the second half against the Philadelphia Eagles has been the challenge for this football team all year long this year. It is not about whether Mitch can do it. It's a matter of will he do it. And it's a matter of will he do it consistently. And I'm telling you this, people right now, I think there's some misinformation about the fact that why he is playing so much better. They're not calling an incessant amount of boots, move the pocket plays, change the launch point plays, and he's not running the ball 20 times a game. What he has done, though, is he is executing quickly with great vision, great decision-making, much better accuracy from the pocket. That's how he brought them back against Detroit. That's how he started looking really good last night. That's how he looked good against the Giants 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. However, here's the issue. I've said it here a couple different times. The difference between backups and starters, the difference between starters and Pro Bowlers is the consistency with which you can call upon your best attributes. And he just can't seem to do it. Now, he's doing it now. He did it in the second half against the Eagles in the playoff game. But all year long, Matt was calling some of the same route combinations. He was missing them by a mile. Against Detroit, you see some of those 7 routes he was throwing, those deep corner routes, right on the money, and you're sitting there going, well, damn, where was that in September and October?
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, more analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.